We are live in 3, 2, and 1. We are live. Welcome back. My name is Gabriel, and this is Tuesday, January 12th, 2021. And today is episode 73. And today we're going to talk about where can online teachers make the most money in 2021. And this is a topic of conversation that is prevalent because your future depends on it. We're in a pandemic era. So, teachers are running online and they're looking for ways to make money. Teachers are reading a lot of certification needs, requirements to work online, to work for educational companies, to just take that experience and degrees that they have so that they can continue to be undervalued online. I'm a proponent of teachers, I really am. And, my thing is helping 688,000 teachers over the course of this year, because the pandemic isn't over, and providing you the knowledge and the skill sets that you need so that you can actually earn six figures. Now, you can invest in a CELTA from Cambridge, or you can invest in the knowledge and skills to digitally market your experience and your degrees so that you can earn six figures. So let me give you my full transparent disclaimer, because I think this is important, okay? This is not a get-rich-quick program. It's never going to be get-rich-quick. So if you're looking to, have instant gratification, or you're in a hurry to get scammed, you got to get out of here. Because there's a lot of that going on. A lot of people see it. You've seen those posts on, Facebook, where you see, invest $1,000, you get 10 million tomorrow with Bitcoin. Do this with Telegram, or even to me, the other marketing schemes, which is, get your TESOL, CELTA, IDOLS, TEFL certifications, which can range up to $2,500, so that you can still get paid less value on the internet. You're going to do double the work. You're going to do a lot more for less value. So this is not get rich quick. I only work with high value and high integrity educators, okay? Specifically United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, a lot of the European countries, because these educators, they understand, okay, that their experience has value. This online business model is organic, which means you don't pay for ads, and it requires your commitment to start and grow your audience over 90 to 120 days, every day, for any shot at succeeding. Results vary due to how much work you actually model from this proven system. It is a proven system. And right now, as we speak, there's a lot of educators, okay, a lot of people with degrees who have taken and are taking their experience to be able to provide their storytelling acumen to provide problem-solving solutions for people in their niche market that are raising their hands to say, I'm interested in what you have to offer, because, it's not about, how much money you're making. It's about how many people you can serve. The proven model and the business model that I'm talking about is an educational affiliate program, which allows you, again, to use your experience and your degrees to be able to create a solution for educational problems that exist on the internet. Believe you me when I tell you, there's a lot of people raising their hands who would be interested in what you have to offer as an educator, as a seasoned educator. So I'm going to quote Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker that I really enjoy listening to. Les Brown says, you were born to do the greater work. I really believe that. I'm doing the greater work. A lot of educators are doing the greater work. But the big difference is that a lot of educators are still working, for half the money or the income and double the student or double the workload. That's not something that you should be doing. But if you do the greater work for yourself, which is you serve the masses, the blessings economically will happen. Okay, so are you ready to get started? Because I'm ready to get started. Whoever said that teaching abroad only means living in subpar abodes for little money is wrong. Depending on your experience and degrees, teaching abroad is a fantastic opportunity. You know, savvy educators, they earn more than enough to pay off student debts and maybe have something left over to go traveling afterwards. Of course, your English teaching salary should always be balanced with the cost of living in the country that you're planning to be based in. For instance, you may get paid big bucks in UAE, United Arab Emirates, one of the highest paying countries to teach English. But you'll also spend more than a pretty penny to live there. Another thing many teachers, who want to work abroad may overlook, and this is based on the marketing, because their marketing is really that good. We overlook the additional drawbacks of being employed in a foreign country. The language and cultural learning curve come at a price as well. You may get paid well, but you have a price to pay for other, accommodations. You have to accommodate your lifestyle. You have to accommodate the cultural differences. The language and cultural learning curve, are huge, and they can be. Look, you may love it. I'm in Ecuador. I have taught kids here. It's a big learning curve. But I'd rather teach online, which I do, and I still do, and I teach kids in China. Even so, it's still a learning curve. So sometimes the highest paying English teaching jobs can cause a case of homesickness, which will be paid for with your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, until you actually get acclimated to the nuances of your host foreign country. This could take a couple of years for many educators. It could take 1 year, it could take a couple of years. Is this making any sense? Teaching in the UAE continues to be the golden ticket for professionals. Yeah. Every level of schooling, primary, elementary, middle school. You got secondary and high school. Teachers at international schools across the UAE expect the following criteria. You got to have valid teaching credentials. You already have that in your native country. TEFL alone or CELTA alone just won't cut it. All right. Salaries range from $2,000 to $3,500 a month, depending on the subject. Depending on the teacher qualifications, depending on your experience. That's amazing. So, Saudi Arabia, another great country for English, is also, a great way to break even. You could break even, but who wants to break even? Look, Saudi Arabia is looking for qualified instructors and teachers of all levels for institutions in like Riyadh or Jeddah, and you'll earn $3,400 to $4,000 a month. Sounds pretty cool, but there's still a cost factor involved. That money is, starts to reduce itself when you factor in, again, your mental health, your physical health, your healthcare in general, and other nuances that, it could take a minute for you to really get acclimated and be like, I feel like I'm making 100% money, which you're not. The marketing for these foreign countries are incredible, and they spend millions of dollars to attract, United States native English speaking teachers, Canadian, Australian, New Zealanders, and UK. South Korea is definitely one of the most popular choices in Asia as well, because of its generous salaries and benefits, and offers teachers, to earn up to about $2,300 a month. It's not a lot of money, not in the United States it is, and not in Canada, not in the UK. $2,300 a month with your educational experience. All right, you should have at least a bachelor's degree and a TEFL certification they require. That's amazing. China. excuse me, China is like the king of attracting teachers because the country is so vast and offers many, different teaching experiences, whether it's in Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong. I currently work online for an Asian company in China, and I work Sunday to Fridays, but I work online and I live in Ecuador. I'm not in China. So what I earn based on that is actually pretty good income here in Ecuador. But living in China is a different thing. ESL teachers can expect to earn up to about $2,000, maybe a little bit more. While subject matter teachers can earn a whopping $5,000 a month. If that sounds lucrative to you, that's okay. It's an option to explore. So what does this have to do with you? I'm going to tell you. You see, it has everything to do with you because as an experienced and degreed educator in the following countries, United States, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and most of the European countries, your actual income is 2 to 3 times higher as long as you have an internet connection and a laptop which you can work with. Yeah, exactly. If you're thinking, yeah, I do that already, but I'm not getting paid that kind of money, exactly. I speak a lot about the teacher to teacherpreneur mindset, and happily can say that you have the experience and the degrees that are worth 6 figures monthly as you stay in your respective countries and build your own educational niche mini programs. Really, look, I consult teachers on how to build your teacher funnels so that you can start, grow, and earn using Facebook from your country. You don't have to leave the United States. You don't have to leave Canada, Australia. You don't have to leave your country. As long as you have an internet connection and a good laptop, you can work from home and earn 2 to 3 times higher than most of these foreign countries are offering you just to move out there and have the experience of being in that country while you work just as hard as you do in your own country. Okay, and it's not that lucrative, in my opinion. A lot of people say, you know what, it's worth it. Okay, to me, it's not. So I speak a lot about this mindset because a teacher is employed, a teacherpreneur is self-employed. And with your experience and degrees, okay, you can build your own educational mini niche program. You do not need a TEFL or a CELTA certification, and you certainly do not need any additional costly degrees, okay, to have professional economic status of 6 figures monthly. You don't. I know you may be thinking, okay, old school. You may be thinking, okay, old school, and wondering why the traditional education system requires you to invest in certifications, which earn you less online. Well, the fact is that the only true learning curve you need is the knowledge and skills to market your own self as a digital product. The educational niche space is built on a high value and highly ethical 30-day self-educated and self-liquidating mini courses, mini programs. Case in fact would be what you actually see in Udemy or Coursera Daily. You've been to those websites. And that's exactly the business model that I'm talking about, but not within their, business model. Okay, isn't that cool? So before you consider investing in another costly degree and or a Cambridge CELTA certification at about $2,600, remember that learning how to monetize your experience and degrees with a 30-day mini course costs about the same and will generate you 3 times that income with 3 times less work required and 3 times less students to deal with. I'm all about the kids. I do it every day, Sunday to Friday. But that's 5 hours of my day that gives me good income where I live in Ecuador. But if you're living in mainland US, if you're living in Canada, Australia, UK, New Zealand, European countries. You know, it's a difference when you're living in a GDP that's less than where you are. That income is exceptional, but living in your own country and earning 3 times more, now you don't have to think about moving abroad. The 21st century has shifted, okay, the work family mindset, okay, that schedule to a family work schedule. It's flipped, meaning that as a remote worker, okay, you'll reduce all, if not most, okay, of your health needs, lesson plans, syllabuses, teacher-parent meetings, school meetings, having to spend your own money on supplies, etc., etc., etc. Your mini course, okay, the framework is based on a 30-day, 4 units, 16 lesson plans, 4 lesson plans per on a PDF file. I'll show you how to do that for free because the resources to do that are free. 16 VSLs, video sales lessons, yes. The video that accompanies that PDF workbook for your student that you will teach the same thing that that lesson plan says so that your student can see the video, have the workbook, follow, understand, and get it done. And 2 free Zoom calls per 30-day cycle per student. Look, there has to be accountability for the student, right? They need to make sure that, one, you're going to be there for them. You have to be there for them. That's why I keep saying high value, highly ethical. You know, you want to be able to do error checking. You want to be able to do a review. You want to be able to answer questions that they may have. You know, so you provide them that 30-minute free call on Zoom. It's a free call. You're already connected on the internet. You know, and this, you know, wraps up that package nicely. So all of that per 30-day cycle per student. You only need 100 students per mini course at $97 per student to generate a 6-figure income. The hard work revolves having to learn how to set up your educational niche business over a 90 to 120-day period. That's it. Because you have to set up the framework. And that's why I said in my disclaimer that results vary because some people want to take forever. If you follow the step-by-step hand-holding that we provide you, you will be able to learn how to monetize and become your digital self-product so that you can attract the right students, create your perfect, if anything, you know, mini course, educational niche mini course, and sell it for $97 a month. That's pennies to a lot of students, and that's high value to a lot of students globally. There's a lot of students worldwide who can't afford a decent education. But at $97 a month, you know, over 30 days, I mean, man, how much is that? Let's divide that by 30. $3 a day. Am I right? Yeah. $97 divided by 30. 30 days at $3 a day. That's inexpensive for a lot of people globally. So, you know, all of this can be done over a 90 and 120-day period. Now, after that, you simply administrate and polish your mini course, okay, to attract and admit the next 30-day cycle of students. You don't want to overtax yourself. You don't want to have to, you know, overwhelm yourself. It's a mini course. This is not a full-blown degree course. But you have the experience and you have the passion and the degrees to be able to create a syllabus that's going to help educate students over a 30-day period. So you just administrate it. Right? Limiting the students to 100 per month will allow you the peace of mind of, you know, not having to overtax your mind and body. It's also a huge perk, okay, of actually having the family time that you desire to have. Now, you've heard them talk about this before, right? The health benefits are amazing due to having the time for either a gym or yoga or meditation. All right. Your nutritional needs will become better due to not having to run to the fast food shop, a 7-Eleven or wherever, and you can focus on your healthy home meals. Learn, remember how to cook? You can actually enjoy cooking now. Regardless of what your passion for teaching is as a 21st educator, okay, you will do one of two things. You will either be an online teacher or you'll be a teacherpreneur. You'll either work for somebody else, which is okay. Nobody's going to get mad at you. That's okay. You feel safe to do that. Or you're going to own your own business and you're going to basically dictate what teaching path now you have so that you can have a personal professional growth, personal and professional, okay, and not feel stymied like you have to learn something else in order to continue to sustain yourself. So you will either work for someone else or feel the same stresses of life online, for same or less pay. And believe me, as an online educator myself, okay, I prefer to limit my work for hire and totally hire myself to do the work I speak of here. Being an educational consultant and an educational affiliate marketer to teachers globally, okay, I provide you with the resources, okay, the knowledge and the skill sets that you can invest your future in confidently. All right, the message is clear, and whether teacher or teacherpreneur or both, okay, you will make okay money living abroad. However, why not stay in your own country? Do the same things as you invest in your educational niche business and earn six figures as you learn to get back to the things that matter most to you. If you want to learn more about educational affiliate programs, check out some of my content, at ODE, right here, Online Digital Education Mastery, Facebook community of teachers that collaborate with teachers to ascend the value ladder. And reach out to me. Read, any of my unbiased content and reviews, okay? Compare working abroad side by side with my educational niche program. Weigh those pros and cons. Again, a lot of people find it thrilling. It's, look, I came to Ecuador, but I also discovered that, I want more and I want to be able to serve the masses online. So being a teacherpreneur is the way that I chose to do it. You'll be well on your way to finding the best paid teaching jobs. Okay, yes, you will. And they're exactly where you are. They are. You don't have to leave your country. And you can find them online, you're right. But you still don't have to leave your country. Your experience and degrees are already worth six figures. All you need is to learn how to monetize them online. Remember, you're magnificent. So let me know in the comments. Let me know. Drop me a send it, and I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. Provide you extensive details. Okay. Now, keep in mind, 688,000 teachers wanted. Okay, learn to leverage your experience and degrees to earn six figures online with an educational, affiliate programs. There's plenty of them. I use ClickFunnels. You have the Rosetta Stone. You have Babbel. You have Brain Sensei. You have Teachable. These are high value, educational affiliate programs that you can monetize while you're creating your business as well. And nobody's going to get mad at you because they're legitimate, trusting companies. So 688,000 teachers is my goal this year. Come join me and see why. Really happy that you did. I want to thank you for showing up again today. My name is Gabriel, and again, ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery, Facebook community of teachers that collaborate with teachers to ascend the value ladder. Thank you, and you have a great day.